Justin?
Yeah, and Cheryl. Oh, okay. Mayor. Good to see you again.
Nice. All right, good morning. My name is Andrew Steve. I'm with the city of Wetumpka, and we're so glad to have everybody out here today for this momentous occasion here on the west side of the Coosa River. I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to Mayor Jerry Willis, who's going to say some words, and we'll go from there.
Thank you, Andrew. This is an exciting day for Wetumpka. We've been looking forward to this for some time. Our team that has worked on this, that put it together through our building department, through our economic development department, and then reaching out, building partnerships through education, through the county government. So it takes all of us working together to be able to accomplish something like this. But we purchased this, I believe there's 45 acres in this property for commercial development, and we have 4 or 5 commitments already on properties here, so we're excited about getting the streets put in and the utilities put in and being able to move this project forward. So it is a great, great day. Things that we want, we've been able to pick and choose what we want over here in this development. So I think the name of it is Rivertown Center. So that's going to be great. But we're just excited about this property. And over the years, I remember I watched this as they put this bypass in, as they built this bypass. And then the group of people bought this property and elevated this portion that we're talking about up here, brought it out of the flood area. So this sits across the street from a multi-complex that we have developed over here. And I just want to thank this council that we have here that has worked so willingly with us, providing leadership that has allowed us to accomplish these things. So it's a great day for us as elected officials, but it's a great day for the city of Wetumpka, and we're happy for that. Okay, where do we go now?
All right, go ahead and grab your shovel. We're going to line everybody up here for some photos. Make sure everybody has a shovel. I've got a couple extra too. Put your hard hats on. Anybody else need one of these?
Thunderbird, can you show me how this works? Yeah, we do. All right. We're gonna throw some dirt.
Let's all look forward and smile first for these great cameras out here. Look nice big smiles. All right, now.
Oh! Keep digging, there's something hidden in there. Dug a deep hole.
All right, that kind of concludes this shindig. There's refreshments and some snacks underneath the tent here. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to come ask the city staff. Lynn Weldon, Justin Barrett, they can answer any of your questions on this property and this project happening out here. But again, we just thank everybody for joining us today and coming out in the heat, and we're excited to watch what
Good morning. I'm doing well.
Good. A little warm today. but not
It
too
really is.
And make sure you get that River Town Center sign in the background.
Hey, these are professionals right here.
bad. My angle, I'm gonna get the whatever that machinery is behind you. I'm not really good, so it will get still. Promise.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, Mayor. Just in case I don't put this together, if I could I get you to state your first and last name for me?
Jerry Willis.
If I could I get you to spell your first and last name?
Jerrywillis.
Position with the city? Mayor?
I'm the mayor.
Just look at me throughout the interview. Talk a little bit about this. You guys have gotten a chance to pick and choose what you want in this space right here. What does this mean overall for what Wetumpka is trying to do?
It's major development for us, and having this property over here on the bypass that we can develop, which sits directly across the street from our sports complex, and there'll be businesses over here that will complement that sportsplex, and we're excited about that. But 231 is where our development has mostly been over the years, but this opens up a total different area from that. So we're excited to be able to do this, and as the sports complex continues to develop with the things that will be going in there, and then there'll be comparable things over here in this business area. So Rivertown Center is exciting because the river runs right behind it and right beside it over here. So there'll be a lot of good projects that come in here.
Talk a little bit about Rivertown Center, mixed use, what all will go into it, what can people expect?
There'll be restaurants, there'll be hotels, there'll be retail business, all kinds of things that will come in here, but all of them will be tax producers, and that's what we need. The city purchased this to develop it ourselves, but just purchased the property owners from two different property owners, and then we joined it together and meshed it together. And it meshes up with a major campground down on one end. So there'll be things in here that will be related to that, things that they need in that campground. So a lot of different businesses covering a lot of aspects.
Do you think that this is going to also help with tourism in the city of Wetumpka?
Oh yeah, it's going to do that. The development here with the travel trailers and the homes that are in here, there are hundreds of trailers down here, and people come in here and stay for a month or 2 months or 3 months and then leave and come back, and it draws a lot of people to this area. But the tourism that we have as far as baseball, softball, soccer, football, all of that, we give these people a place that they can stay over here and have the venues that they need while they're here.
Mayor, if you can talk a little bit about, you talked about the sports, the competitiveness as far as that's concerned. Just talk a little bit about the competitiveness of competing for tourism dollars, heads and beds, and people coming to not only just see your town, spend the night in your town, and spend money in your town.
That's what it's all about. If we go back to the tornado we had to deal with in 19, and then the hometown makeover that came shortly after that, and the attention that brought to us from worldwide, people are still coming here wanting to see what's happening in Wetumpka. We were just chosen as one of the top 100 cities in the United States, and we're excited about that. So people want to come and see, and there's so many stories to tell. We have Fort Jackson, Fort Toulouse, and the history of that when the Indians were here many, many years ago. And we have the crater now that we have opened up the interpretive center to tell the story of the crater. That's a very unusual happening that was here 83 million years ago. So we want now to tell that story and educate the people about Wetumpka and what we are. And we're the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains right here in Wetumpka, Alabama. This is where it stops. So we want to take those things, turn it into tourism projects, and be able to promote it. This will also give us an opportunity to do that with hotels and other venues here to accommodate that.
Mayor, talk a little bit, what is the greatest frustration that you find from an economic development standpoint? Because you guys may invest in a property, and and it may sit idle for a while because you know you got another project that this project needs to come into focus before you start to develop this project. How frustrating is it for people who like, well, it's just sitting empty there. They're not doing anything with it. What's going to happen?
I don't think this one is going to sit empty. When we come in, first step is to put the utilities onto the property, onto the lots that we will be selling off, and the streets will be put in. So all they have to do is come in and design and build what they want to our approval. Then once that is done, they become a tax producer, and that's what we're looking for. We will sell them this property at a rate that they can't afford not to be here. So that's where we are. When property over on the other side is going to be $10 to $15 a square foot, we'll probably be able to sell this property somewhere like $5 or $6 a square foot. So we're not looking to make money off of the development part of it, but make money off of the sales tax that's produced.
Any adjustments to the easements and stuff along 231, any adjustments you're going to have to make?
Pretty well all taken care of. We had stubbed the utilities out on this corner down here some 5 or 6 years ago, getting ready for the development over here.
Last question, how does it make you feel seeing this come to fruition?
Oh man, you know, I remember when we used to just dream about this. We talk about it, we dream about it. We dreamed about what could happen in downtown Wetumpka. It's there, it's happening now. New restaurants opening every week. It seems like we have another one opening, and these are first-class restaurants that are choosing to come to Wetumpka. We think this will be a first-class development, and we'll get some restaurants over here.
Great. Anything else you want to add I might not have asked you?
No, you talked me down.
Now, across the street, I know the city purchased it how long ago? And there's kind of a story in that development as well.
I think we began the process of purchasing this maybe 2 years ago.
Now, far as here, but I'm talking about far as the sports complex.
When did we purchase that?
Yeah.
20 years ago. And I came out here, the mayor sent me out here, and I showed him this property and said, we need to buy this property for a sports complex. And he said, you figure out how to buy it, and we'll buy it. So we figured out how you can purchase it. So we did. And we have 175 acres just on that side of the road that been a lot of development, but we're going to get a lot more over there.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.